What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and today we are comparing mass miner farming to Loonion farming. I personally am a regular mass miner farmer, but Loonion seems to be hot as well. Today we're going to look at two attacks from each strategy and determine which one reigns superior. Right here, this is a pretty low level Town Hall 10 with a level 8 queen, ADs that are really low, cannons low, everything is low, but there is a ton of golden elixir in here with mediocre dark elixir. Good thing about this mass miner strategy right here, guys, is it takes very little dark elixir. I think it's only one poison spell, so that's 125 elixir, dark elixir I should say. This army also costs, when there's no spell events going on, like we have a heal spell event right now, it costs around 330,000 elixir. So you want to go after those bases with over 300,000 before your bonus. But right here, this miner attack is going to crush this base. The Infernos are there, which made me a little bit nervous because they do make it difficult for miners, and the expos were running as well, level 2. So one was level 2, actually one was level 1, so I was a little concerned about all that, guys, but we did get it done, as you're gonna see. I threw my king and my queen in there, 30 king, 35 queen, to take out that expo and distract it, because I was concerned the expo would be able to reach the miners as they got towards the other end of the base. And as you're soon going to see, this base is being crushed. It's taking a little bit longer than normal because of that Inferno tower that took out a bunch of my miners. But it's working well. We're getting it done. 3 expos, 2 infernos, and the mass miner still gets it done on this base. Again, though, it is a low level, but you know, miners don't deal well with those infernos, nor do they deal well with those expos. So it was impressive. Usually I'll attack these dead bases when I'm using the miner attack, but in this one that was not the case. Do a little swag poison right there, and we're gonna finish this one up right about here. That's going to be a 100%, grabbing all the loot. We're farming here in crystal. I always remain in crystal between crystal 3 and crystal 1. If I get any higher than that, I drop down using barch because I don't want to be any higher for my farming. So right here, some really good loot, almost 600,000 of each, plus a little bit of dark as well. You can't beat that one, guys. Now we're gonna go into a Loonion farm right here that I have. Let's find a nice one. This base, this was actually a pretty good attack, if I say so myself. Good amount of dark elixir. I attack from both sides up in the north, coming down on this base. I got 2 hounds. So actually, this is not Loonion right here, guys. This is LaLoon. I will show you a Loonion next. Sorry about that. But the LaLoon definitely does do a nice job. Those lava hounds, you need those hounds to really tank for those balloons, and I find more success using lava hounds than I do using Loonion, but of course it's a much more expensive dark elixir attack. But right here you see these spells are rushing these balloons around the base, getting it done really nicely, and pretty soon it's going to be cleanup time, guys. And what I'll do is I'll double time through the rest of that, because I really do want to show you Loonion instead of LaLoon, because that's what I said I was going to show you. But this was a good attack. It was deployed well, and it was cleaned up really nicely as well. So we'll just 4 times through this. The pups are going to be going around cleaning up the rest of the base. A pretty solid Town Hall 10 was taken down right here, guys, and I had no heroes helping me out. My queen was already sleeping because I'm getting her up to level 36, as I'll show you at the end of this video. But all the loot was taken out of this base. Balloons and not minions and pups cleaned it up, getting the job done. So let's take a look at the loot taken out of there. A lot of loot. 375,000 gold, 464,000 elixir, and 3,500 dark. Let's go find one of those one of the proper attacks that I really should be showing you guys, since I promised. Okay, we got LaLoon. Here we go. That's a see, as you can see from my log right here, I did have problems getting 3 stars with Loonion. I don't think I did get 3 stars with Loonion, but here is a good amount of loot that I did pick up using Loonion, and I went all in on that one northeastern side of the base, and dropping my hastes in momentarily. Now I was fighting that air sweeper, and as you can see, the loons struggle when they don't have that tank. So Loonion, am I a fan of it? I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest fan of Loonion, guys. It's a very vulnerable attack. Very difficult to get yourself 3 stars, in my opinion. Again, it's not an attack strategy that I practice regularly. I'm more of a mass miner. This one is a little bit less expensive. It's about 50,000 elixir cheaper when everything is at full cost. But I find it less reliable, and I struggle to bring home the full reward and all 3 stars. But the attack does get done. I end up burning some spells because I'm going in with the minor attacks next, and I would have had to throw them out anyway. So I just drop a few spells randomly around here that I wouldn't have normally dropped. But I do still get some decent loot out of this base, even though I only get myself 1 star. Definitely not the best attack by me, but some fairly decent loot, also leaving a good amount behind as well. So I think what you guys can see right here is I am personally a fan of this mass minor attack strategy, and I'll show you one more that that seemed to work out well. I'll just do the last one that I did. This is when my queen was sleeping, going in on a dead base. This is a good example of a raid that I'll go in on, and with this raid only costing 250,000 elixir, I believe, with this heal spell event going on, I was able to profit quite a bit from the raid. A lot of dark elixir in there as well, and since I just put my queen to sleep, I need to pick up more dark, because after 7 days, I want to put her back down again until she gets to 40. And, well, then it'll be the king's turn. So the miners are all just going into the base. I'll basically line them up on one side, have them go straight into the core of that base, heal along the way. I try doing 2, 1, 1, 1. So if I have 5 heals, I'll drop 2 in the beginning, as you see there, and then I heal where I feel the majority of those miners are. I'll often heal on Tesla farms and on maybe large storages or a large farm of storages, and of course in the town hall, because it takes a while for the miners to get through those. And when the miners are in the core of the base, there's a lot of fire coming down on them, guys, so you want to make sure they're healed up nicely. But as you can see, these miners just completely crushing this base. This was a dead base. I throw my hero in for distraction, usually along one side of the base, and it has the defenses near it, target them rather than targeting those miners, keeping them alive, letting them do some work. Heal spell right on top of all those defenses right there to finish things off, 92%, and that's going to be a full solid attack right there, guys. Almost 400,000 of gold and 400,000 of elixir, plus the bonus of 3,300. So worked out, or not the bonus, the dark 3,300, worked out pretty well. Some really good attacks there. My analysis and my final decision is, for me, mass miner all the way, guys. If I take a look at my armies, quick train, mass miner with the heal spell event costs 236,000 elixir, only 125 dark. And Loonion's going to cost me 270 with 675 dark, and that dead base air attack that I went with those 2 hounds, 36 loons, 4 rage, and 3 haste cost me almost 300,000 elixir and 1,275 dark. So dark heavy, that's why I don't like to use that one. So in my opinion, mass miner all day, every day. And then when my cups get too high, I like to barge myself down, but I'm sure you guys have seen my videos on that as well. So let me know in the comments below, guys, are you a miner guy or girl, or are you a person that likes using those balloons? Miners all day for me, and with this update coming, level 3 miners at Town Hall 10, it's going to be huge. I'm going to bring mine to war and see what they can do. But that's been it for today, guys. Actually, let me show you one more thing. I just created my this little base right here to show how my base is progressing as a Town Hall 10. Everything up towards the north are things that are completely upgraded for Town Hall 10. Everything below are things that need to get done. Things that are not included in there are a few defenses, which you'll see right here: bomb tower, 1 expo, and 2 infernos. So those are things that I have not even yet added to my base, trying to keep it low so that I can war and still be effective. But you're going to slowly see these things disappearing and more orange wall appearing, because I am going to be farming my butt off. And I already have a bunch of loot that I can spend on some wall, but I don't have a builder ready. It's going to be a day, 2 days until my gold mine is done. So looks like I'm going to be sitting on a little bit of gold for a little while. Let's get back to my main village right here. And shout out to Bada Bing Clan for being awesome and having me here sharing your guys' attacks on the regular. But today was about the farming, guys. If you were in my live stream, you may have seen some of these attacks, because I was live streaming this whole event, farming event. And it was a great time. Hopefully you guys have been coming down to my live streams. I do them randomly throughout the week. So far it's been almost every day, and I will always be there with you guys on Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's gonna be my one set day for streaming. Any other day will be a random day where I just want to hop on, hang out, and have some fun. But guys, thanks so much for coming down. Hopefully you decide to subscribe to the channel, because I come out with content every single day, and now it seems like live streams all the time as well, and both for Clash of Clans and Clash Royale. I appreciate each and every one of you. Leave me a comment below letting me know, loons or miners, how do you farm? And lastly, hit me up on Twitter at EchoThroughMe. Guys, I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.